Puck is gonna be paramount.
That's a good point. How do you think the what do you think the big timing or the big item is for this Puck in this game?
It's
When
definitely
you say good timing,
Witchblade.
what do you refer to? Is the Witchblade? Okay.
Yeah, because then you can start going for solo pickoffs. Puck as a hero doesn't have enough damage in his kit to kill like cores and tanky supports. But when he gets the Witchblade at a reasonable timing, he can start killing heroes, and then that momentum just carries him forward in the game. Could see some level 1 action.
Yeah, I was waiting for that because I have a weird question to ask you now. I'll ask you now.
I love weird questions.
Yeah, it's not like, you know, that kind of weird. It's just a Dota question. Let's see what happens though. This level 1, there, you know, it's important level 1 to really hold your teammates' hands as well because that gives them support, emotionally speaking. So that's why they're actually in a straight line as well is important.
True. I mean, they haven't high-fived yet, and I think that's a shame. It's like nice
That
team
is very
building.
true. Not much camaraderie here from DogChamp, so I'll dock a couple of points from them for that.
Yeah, maybe the team is falling apart, and we can tell because they didn't high-five.
It's very true, right? Did they hug at the beginning? Did they leave one person in the chair? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Maybe someone on Reddit can make like an analysis post.
So I have an odd question. When I saw, for example, like the Witchblade build on a couple of heroes, particularly Storm, right? I talked to a couple of pro players that told me that part of the reason why it actually was so good is that whenever Storm jumps someone, they always leave him more or less like 20% HP, and the Witchblade is like that extra bit of damage.
Yeah.
Right? Puck is similar. How do people figure that out? Like, what is that? How do they figure out that this is what exactly they need? Like that little bit of damage from Witchblade. How is that something that you can like come up with? What is the thought process?
In this case, I feel like it's a feeling thing. These players have been playing heroes like Puck and Storm for a long time, and I mean, you get a feel for how much damage your abilities deal. And with heroes like Puck, they're kind of balanced around the fact that they can't get solo kills easily. Because they have a lot of AoE abilities, they farm fast, they're elusive, they have good teamfight control. And Dota heroes rarely have everything. And if you can get an item that like solves one of those issues, it is really strong. But it's definitely a feeling thing.
That's a very good explanation. I appreciate that. Thank you. Talking about this game now, we have a swapping of the lanes here, as you can see. Does this? They are running Jakiro Klink still for the most powerful lane possible, and Doom Timbersaw, which would not be as great. What do you think they do that? Is it because they're in the offlane? You just want to secure your carry's farm?
Yeah, I guess so. I can't really think of any other reason. I guess they're just gonna be. Ooh.
Oh, I was not expecting that.
That was unexpected. Yeah.
Yeah, he was also pretty high HP there. Fixer just got a kill on Kits there.
Okay.
So we apologize. We will be firing the cameraman after this game. Do not worry.
I mean, I don't really blame the cameraman for not expecting an Ember with full HP to kill a Klinks at 2 minutes.
A Puck, yeah.
Yeah, right. Klinks would have been even crazier.
The cameraman, whoever it might be, really appreciates that comment.
Yeah, no
whoever that person is. So does this give you a huge advantage as Ember? I haven't seen solo kills mid in forever. Like, you even got first blood on a solo kill. Is this lane essentially lost on Puck?
Puck is still going to be able to get farm because of the way that mid lane is these days, with the water runes and the easy camps close. But it's definitely a huge advantage for Ember Spirit. He's gonna get a really quick Orb of Corrosion, and Puck is not gonna be able to have... Oh, is that another one?
Not a second. No, hit a Fairy Fire this time. We're good, we're good. That was close, though. Might have been similar to what happened earlier.
Puck is really weak to Slide of Fist spam. You can't dodge it with Phase Shift, and Puck has absolute shit tier base armor.
Yep. For a mid laner, just 2 is not that great. And then he went for the early Stirring Chains as well. He's actually maxing it, no points in Flame Guard. This is a Chad Ember build, though. Like, this is the Ember of, like, I can harass the Puck. I don't need the coverage of the Flame Guard or the safety of it.
Yeah, and it's working. You get Flame Guard to farm creeps. Why get that when you can farm heroes instead?
Yeah. I like this. This is how you can tell that Fixers come from SEA, though, because this is You watch any SEA pub, and the question is not how, it's not a will you go for the Chad build. It's how Chad of a build you'll go for.
Puck's still doing okay in the CS department, but it's definitely not the best.
Yeah. As we see a courier dying, Puck will get in trouble. Not leaving this mid lane any longer, but there's not really much action in the side lanes, really. That's exactly what we expected, right? Timbersaw losing the lane to Ursa, no surprises there. Doom doesn't really do much here. He did get the mana burn creep, though, which is helping a lot.
Yeah, I mean, Doom is just gonna do Doom things. This hero is not gonna be useful before he gets Doom. And even then, I would generally say that it's very hit or miss. But this is Moonlight, and we saw him last game.
Yeah, it was very pog last game. Again, this mana burn creep really changes the Doom dynamic. I'm telling you, I think is the strongest. It is a Mind Stealer, by the way. I checked it between games. Yeah.
And Timber is doing okay. If you look at the net worth, he's only like 300 behind the Ursa. And for a lane that's being sacrificed, that's not a bad outcome.
I'd say so. As in the mid lane kits, we have a Sleight of Fist. 2 seconds. He has not get it. Oh no. He was so close. But Illusory surprised him. Of course, Bloody Nine's Brain Sap there really helped out as well. They do take advantage of this though, try to go for Stone Bank here, but Revenant doesn't have kill potential yet, no level 6, so difficult kill to get.
So let's see, is the net worth equalized now? No. Ember is still 500 gold ahead. And Puck is still not gonna have any fun on the mid lane, but hey, get some consolation prize, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, a Dream Coil now being popped, it's a bit of damage against the Ember. You're right though, it's just you just don't deal with a Sleight of Fist, and this build, particularly with the First Blood, made it impossible for Puck to come back into the game. He's gonna have to farm a little bit.
And it's bad now with the 9-second cooldown on Sleight of Fist, but it's gonna be impossible once he hits level 7.
Yeah, that 6 is crazy cooldown. Of course, you combine it with Syrian Chains as well, and Moonlight secures the regen rune just in case Puck ever thought of doing anything in this lane. He is reminded of the hegemony of the Ember.
So let's see. We might not even see kids go for the Witchblade this game. Because it's already gonna be quite late.
Every time I see Doom going bottom, I keep thinking, oh, it's a gank, and then I remember it's Doom. So
I mean, Stone Bank is getting low.
He is.
The greedy build.
Oh, there's a Timber Chain ready. Actually, he went for the 3 points of Timber Chain, a bit more damage, and he gets it!
Oh, goodness.
That was a gank. All he did was walk around, but he ganked.
He walked around very menacingly, and it dealt damage.
As Ray dies in the top lane, Lucky showing that 1 Dragon Head is better than 2 sometimes.
At the same time, the lane we expected to go very well for Eternity has Lucky leading in terms of net worth by like 600 gold, so...
Yeah, that's true actually. Kind of surprising with a Jakiro.
Stop speaking and let the game do the talking, because we're wrong anyway.
Yeah, I have the play I play. I could be wrong. It's not a big deal for me. The Fixers. A little bit of harasser for Lucky. Once again, Moonlight comes in, walks menacingly, mana burns him, and walks off. Oh no! He's back. Moonlight. Is this a gank? He's ganking with his body. He's body blocking. The Ice Path. Moonlight just needs to get ahead. He's trying to body blocking him again, but he can't get in place. So Lucky will be able to get away.
The best kinds of ganks is where you aren't sure if it's a gank.
Especially for Moonlight. I don't think he was sure either. I do love, though, that he's like, alright, guys, I can't stun. I can't really do much except for walk. What if I body block him? That's like a stun.
But then you have Klink dealing like 80 damage per hit and Jakiro with level 1 dual breath. And they're like, why can't we kill this DK with 1500 HP and 16 ammo?
Yeah, it was a bit of a tough call. I mean, at least Klinks is not doing too badly in terms of farm, right? But he's definitely not won the lane like we expected. Oh, what are you? Moonlight. Oh, this is not walking menacingly, Wingblade. This is walking pretty juicily, I'd say. This Moonlight gets killed off by Luki. And another kill going the way of DogChamp. Still leading, though, for Eternity in terms of gold.
Yeah, and I mean, the end result is similar, where they're leading and the lanes are going well, but it's just going completely in a different direction than what I would have anticipated, with Timber winning his lane and Klinks losing his.
I mean, Timber didn't win his lane, right? In the early Ursa, like we know that Timber eventually does win at level 6 or so. It just kind of takes over. That's expected. And the early levels did go. I would say Timber lane went to normal, I'd say. Now
like
it's going to start being bad for him, though. We don't have Fiend Scrape, but we do have Dream Coil. Here comes the Ursa. Timber's like, please, walk away from the bear. Oh, no, he broke the Dream Coil towards the very end, which allowed him to stun him. Also waiting Rift, of course, on level 2, but that was enough, and that's going to be a dead Timbersaw. Top lane, they do secure the Zeus skill, but that's not going to do much, and Jakiro can't do anything against Luki.
Yeah, and this
Fixers can? No, Fixers can't.
This is kind of a weird thing with this DK in the safe lane. Usually you pop ultis and then you slowly wear down either the enemy safe lane tower or the enemy mid lane tower, which are both like two of the most important towers in the game, because they open up the map completely. But with this DK in the safe lane, dive onto mid.
Yeah, Fixers, he got a bit too cocky there. Will he get punished for it? He missed the Searing Chains as well. Here comes Moonlight, though. And actually, he didn't miss the Searing Chains. He hit the Zeus with them, but not the puck he was looking for. Yarn will die for this.
Killing the offlane tower literally does nothing. Well, not literally, figuratively.
I mean, you're right. Is that one of the weaknesses of running a DK, like being forced to run this like safe lane DK thing? I mean, it's not actually safe lane DK, right? They just kind of changed lanes, but would that sometimes condition you to not change lanes even if the lane matchup is bad? Or what was the plan behind it?
I feel like it's just kind of a result of the decision that they made. It's not really like a weakness of the hero per se, because I feel like giving the Ursa a good lane and making sure that the actual laning stage before you get level 6 goes well is more important than getting the tower, because you can just rotate. He just hasn't opted to do so.
That's fair enough. Bloody Nine will be able to survive this chakram. Oh no. Luki dies in the top lane. Ray's also in trouble. We hear a Dream Coil. In fact, now the second chakram Bloody Nine dies. Somehow Ray still alive. Finally punished. Revenant is capable of Timber chaining himself to safety. As the DK did get killed off in the top lane, so it seems like they finally found the damage for him. The Doom used Doom? He did, that's why. And mid lane, Yarn just gets killed. This is why we thought the Zeus was going to be a bit of a weak pick, and lo and behold, it happened.
Ooh, speaking about Doom, he almost has his blink.
He does almost have his blink. And that's when Moonlight starts being Pog, right? For now, he's just been a really funny guy to watch, but now he's going to actually start being a real killer. Oh. Battle of the Dragons in the mid lane.
He doesn't
missed the Ice
yet.
Path. He does not have Doom yet. Does he have the Stomp? No, he has the Mana Burn still.
He has one of the three, and I would say the most important one. Ooh,
Fixers does get a double Searing Chains. Puck's dead. Luki could be in trouble himself, but we don't have a Searing Chains just yet. No Mana anymore. Moonlight, no Blink Dagger either. But they find him with a last bit of mana. Fixers, thanks to that magic wand, is able to secure this kill. And with 2 cores dead, this tower is free for them.
Yeah, and they push really well. With Timber, an Orb of Corrosion, Klinks, Energy Kiro, towers just melt with very little risk or commitment needed. Ooh, and Bloody Nine is in trouble.
He's in so much trouble. He's dead, actually. I thought we were going to get a replay of Bloody Nine dying there for a second. Yeah, that was a good Searing Chains, honestly. And Puck actually has a pretty tough game because a lot of area damage spells that will hurt him continuously out of phase shift, like Barrage, Chakram, the Ice Path, Macropyre, actually.
And this Witchblade is finally gonna arrive, but it's at a point where he can't really pressure any of the cores with it, and I feel like Doom is gonna be quite a difficult kill as well, so he can only really reliably kill Jakiro. And that's nice, but it's also just a position 5.
Yep, yep. And the position 5 and the position 4 both go down to the bot lane. There's a stuff we were talking about. Moonlight immediately being impactful. Finally, the gank shows some fruits. And Stonebank will be the one to die as Kits wanted to defend his carry. Couldn't really do much, even using the Dream Coil. Stonebank, man. Like, he just became a killer. I told you. This guy is stellar on the Doom. Sorry, not Stonebank. Moonlight, my bad.
I mean, Stonebank is also a killer. He just killed himself. But yeah.
Yeah, he's the killed. He's the killed.
This is the awkward thing, and the reason why most teams don't opt to put their carry in the offlane. Because at this stage in the game where supports have hit their level 6, there really is no safe place to farm in the enemy offlane. You have the triangle, but just the offlane as a lane is really awkward. Because you have bad vision. See a smoke on Moonlight. Doesn't have Doom, but he does have Stomp.
Lukey, there's the Infernal Blade now into the Stomp. Ice Path as well. Do we have Searing Chains? We do. Needs to be rooted here forever, and thanks to the Macropire, damage is sufficient. Eternity can turn this into a tower as well. Moonlight, my guy. Wow.
I mean, he is definitely making fans here.
He's making me a fan, so...
Yeah, same. I am fully Team Moonlight now. I would just play a perspective this match.
Revenant in the bottom lane, unfortunately, he's not going to be so lucky. He's going to have to sacrifice himself for the good of the team. He is going to die. The Witchblade coming into play there as well. Kits showcasing that powerful timing. They take a tower in exchange, but there's still one tower down, particularly the mid lane, which is probably the more important one.
And looks like Ember almost has his BKB.
No way, they killed Lukey again.
Oh, right before his blink too.
That is going to hurt. That's going to delay the timing here for DogChamp. They want to play around the Witchblade on Puck. They're still going to try, though, with a smoke. From the low ground to the high ground they go. Not the best timing for a smoke here. They do have a ward, however, to allow them to do this. But Ember's not afraid. Fixers going for the Puck. Gets hit by the Dream Coil. There's the help from Revenant as well. Looking for Yarn instead. Moonlight joins them. And they're going to settle for a Bane and canceling a smoke. Not the most important kill here for Eternity, but at least they stop the smoke from being successful. And they deward.
And it feels like DogChamp can just do nothing. They don't have the blink on DK yet, but at this point, if they do get the blink, they're just not gonna have the damage to follow up, because Eternity can just 5-man with the Timber in front, and there is nothing that DogChamp can do.
Hits. A dual breath. There's the Macropire. Oh, Fiend's Grip cancelled immediately by Moonlight. We still have a Doom as well. Not going to use it. He's preserving it. The goal is to kill Bloody 9 first, not committing too much. Fixers gets down to the low ground. Not going to be killed by the Ursa either. Lukey will be hit by the Liquid Fire. Can't attack any further. Stoneback did get forced to use the Enrage. They go for a Battle Fury as well. Ariane style. And in comes Moonlight again. You don't mess with his Doom. But maybe that was a bit too much for Moonlight. Ice Bath will hit the Puck, however. Revenant wants to finish up this Ursa. Instead, though, I might have to settle for the Puck, or maybe for nothing at all, as Revenant getting hurt by that tower. That Doom is ending. Moonlight died for nothing there. You know, he heard us talking about him, got a bit too cocky and overextended.
Yeah, this is why I generally only flame people. Because when you praise them, they do stupid shit like this. I mean, it happens to the best of us. You get a bit too excited and you forget that you don't have follow-up on your team. Bloody 9 does sacrifice himself for a void.
Yeah, kind of worth, especially now they can turn this around. Can they, though, is the question. Fixers already has a BKB. That's not going to stop the Ursa. But with a beautiful Ice Bath, they do stop him. And this time, the Enrage comes out. Just got it off cooldown. Fixers, BKB ending. That's going to allow the Dragon Tail to hit him, but Stonebank is now in trouble as the Clinks joins as well. Moonlight tried to stun him. Did not get the stun off, but the damage was sufficient as Revenant barely gets away with his life. That Witchblade is not going to be enough either. Kits, a little bit too slippery. CDR will not guess correctly where he went. Neither will they guess where Lukey is as Eternity. And lose their Ember for this. They do get a carry, though, in the process.
All things considered, not a bad fight for DogChamp, though. That was the BKB reveal from the Ember, and having a relatively even fight is not bad. The problem is that the Ursa just isn't really farming.
Bloody 9. Oh, no. When you realize you're being chased by the enemy carry, nothing you can do but die. 5k lead now for Eternity.
And this is the struggle of having these specific supports against Klinks. They're both so vulnerable. Even Zeus, who has like built-in invisibility reveal, he just dies to like 3 right clicks. And now he even has a bloody meta shell, so he's like, I want to be even squishier to the Klinks.
Yeah, I mean, your roles do damage. Do you see, as the game has progressed, the reason to pick the Zeus over the Skywrath this whole game? Because I feel like with Skywrath, at least the silence would have been pretty useful here.
Maybe just the sheer intimidation factor in the draft. In terms of gameplay, no, I don't really see a reason.
Okay. Sheer intimidation factor in the draft, okay.
Yeah, I mean, we were confused. Eternity was probably confused. Maybe they wanted to ride that wave.
Yeah, but there's a lot of ways to confuse your opponent, right? It's like in a boxing match, you can confuse your opponent by attacking him by surprise, or you can confuse him by taking off your pants. One is good and the other one is useless, right?
But like the reason why we were confused was because it was a pretty bad pick.
I don't know if I'm ready to call it bad because I don't have the MR for it. So I'm just gonna agree with you, Winlade. You're very smart. Thank you, sir.
I mean, I no longer have the MMR for it either. I just pretend.
Don't tell, shh.
Oh
You
shit.
do,
I mean,
Winlade, you do.
yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Stonebank is getting closer to a BKB though. That's gonna help, but it's not gonna solve all of the issues. Because he is still the primary Doom target, because Puck is not so threatening. Oh.
Okay. DK seems to be the primary kill target, but he's not dying that quickly, actually. Despite the double damage, there comes the Timbersaw to finish the job, though. That's going to settle it. Searing Chains now for Bloody 9, who does have a Fiend script, and he's going to turn around. Fixer's dying immediately to the Ursa. The Stomp is not in time. We do have a Doom still available, waiting for the Enrage to finish, though. And they couldn't actually Doom the Ursa in time, nor follow this up. He is under tower after all. Realizing that without Fixers, maybe this poking and prodding has to end. So many skeletons just because of the Klink Shard.
Klinks is still very much killable at this point. But once he gets his BKB, it's gonna be a lot harder. Ember has to be a bit careful with the way he approaches these fights. Because it's fine if you die like once or twice, but Ember is also a very momentum-based hero. So if he just keeps dying every single fight, he's very quickly gonna become irrelevant. Because he didn't go for a Maelstrom this game. He just has a BKB or an Orb of Corrosion, so it's very fighting oriented. So if the fights don't really go his way, it's gonna be a rough game for him.
Can you still play around with the Timbersaw and Klinks as your win conditions? And Ember just does like... Alright.
That is like the one saving grace that he has. If he goes like full monkey mode,
What does that mean?
I mean, you just run in and you do random shit and you die, but your team carries you. That's like full monkey mode. That's fine this game, because his other cores are doing pretty well. I would still
try to
not
take a
recommend
Roche?
it.
Right, but you know, it's an option. That's what we're saying. The Roche is going to fall, of course, to Radiant Eternity. Again, the Aegis and the Klinks. Last game, this is where the comeback started. This game is where maybe they start to really assert themselves. Mid-tier 1 still has not fallen for DogChamp 23 minutes in. This is making it very difficult for them to make plays around the map. Especially with the DK Zeus. This is supposed to be a kill squad, especially with the Bane, but they just can't use it because the mid-tier 1 stops a lot of these kills from happening.
Yeah, and this is a struggle with Zeus as well. He has like decent damage, and at the end of the game he's gonna have like nice stats where it looks like he dealt a lot of damage, but it's still really hard to get kills with Zeus. Because once again, the damage is very sustained. And only Ursa is really capable of getting these kills. And he can't do it alone. Because he has Blink, Battle Fury, BKB. And he needs at least a Basher to get these kills. And I feel like that's a big struggle for DogChamp as a whole. They just don't have the killing power. Unless they group up as like 4 or 5. But they're not gonna win team fights.
Goodbye to Bane. We just got a BKB on Stonebank. Is this enough to be able to start taking some team fights here for DogChamp?
Oh, definitely not. They need
Okay,
some
fair
magic.
enough.
Because we spoke about this before, but Stonebank is like the only threat right now on DogChamp. And he's
True.
playing against some mobile heroes and a Doom. And this is exactly what Doom is good at.
Oh, Moonlight. They did miss the stun there in the beginning, but it won't really matter.
Puck TP.
And Puck, is he really going to complete it? He is. Apparently thinking he can sneak a kill here, but CDR is nearby. Kit's in trouble. Kit's is dead. At least maybe with a Thunder God's Wrath, they could try to kill the Timber, but Revenant is able to get away. Hooded Defiance saying from the Zeus damage. Now the Searing Chains making sure Zeus dies here as well. And Stonebank at least capable of TPing out, but we just saw... I mean, do you hear that in the distance? Choo-choo! It's the feed train, my friend. It just came in one by one and died. I don't really know what happened.
I mean, I like the idea of going for a play like this with the fortification TPN. The one problem is that they didn't really have vision of where they were going.
Yeah.
They just had the DK dying there and like an idea to go for a cute play. But you can only make these plays against a good team if you can see where the enemy team is. Because they still have a tier 2, they have their outpost as well. So you don't know what the response is going to be. And if you do go for a cute play like this, you need to do it quickly. And Ursa jumping in on a Timber Cell is not going to be quick.
That's a very good point. Like, you don't have the speed, first of all, and you also don't have the information, right? Because you didn't see the Clinks in the map, so you at least know Clinks is nearby. And the heroes that are missing, like you mentioned, are the mobile ones, so particularly the Ember. So it's like, Ember will get there in time, especially if you go for a Timber. I guess the Yos also really mattered there, right? The Yos from the Timber Saw really gained him enough time to be able to turn that around. It was a huge deal.
Yep. You need either speed or information, preferably both.
Yes. And they had neither in that situation.
So let's see. Yeah, Stonebank is going for a Basher now. And that's definitely gonna open up some possibilities, but it might just be too late.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
We'll see.
Okay.
Never know.
Okay, initiation is not really gonna work out.
Oh, Loki, no.
And he might just die here. There you go. Bye, Luki. Revenant keeping up to the high ground, making sure the enemy team can't really counter-initiate. Not that I think they were thinking about it, since Loki just died.
I have to say I'm mildly disappointed by the lack of tips.
Honestly, Entity seems to be a really well-mannered team. I don't know why they're playing in an egg. No all chat either. Only all chat for the right reasons, which is to state why they're pausing.
Yeah, respect.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I do find the Ring of Basilius on Clinks very interesting. Like, he doesn't build it as a first item either. It's like in the mid-game for when he starts farming and roaming around. You would think that something like Soul Ring is more logical, but
Or
maybe
like
he did the math and this is better. I mean, I very rarely find myself doing Clinks math, so...
Like, it is probably the cheapest mono region for its cost, right? If you only want the mono region, right? Clinks did used to build the Falcon Blade a little bit before for that kind of... for the mono region specifically, so maybe this is like the most efficient way of just utilizing it.
I mean, if you use Soul Ring on cooldown, it gives you 6 mana regen. Because it's 150 mana divided by 25. But
right.
It's a bit awkward on Clinks because he doesn't use like 150 mana in one go generally.
Yeah, exactly. It's unlike the offlaners that have like one big spell and they use like Soul Ring. Yeah, once again, Loki's been found. The question is, can he be killed? Why am I even asking that? Yes, of course he is. Nobody's nearby.
I mean, a similar thing for Loki is true, as was true about Fixers. He is definitely not the win condition. He is, I want to say a glorified Blink Stun, but he's not even glorified. He's just a Blink Stun.
Yeah, because they're not even giving him farm priority, right? Like they're letting the Timber take that instead.
I mean, Timber is on the enemy team.
What? You said Ember. Oh, you meant DK is a Blink Stun, literally. Oh, okay, sorry.
I cannot speak.
Sorry.
It's fine.
I misunderstood you. I thought you were talking about Ember.
Oh,
getting
no,
a little bit. No, I don't know. Maybe my brain deactivated. I apologize for that.
It's getting late.
Yes. Oh, Fixers. Activates the BKB in time. Searing Chains. Get the Zeus. And can you kill the Zeus? No. Yarn
Just
jumps
needs
to
a bash.
safety. Stonebank activates the Enrage. There is the Fiend Script. Doing one to Stonebank, but eating a skeleton. It regains a lot of Klink's health, and that's going to allow him to fight back against Stonebank. Bloody9's dead too. Lucky joins the Club of the Dead as Kits also goes underground. It seems like DogChamp just lost most of their team, and the only surviving member is a Zeus. But oh, Zeus is useless though, so it doesn't really matter.
Yep, he almost has his Aghanims though. Don't worry, that's gonna turn the game.
Oh no. He's gonna find his one useful piece. They're even giving him a little bit of farm this time for Yarn to at least farm some creeps, but if he goes a bit too soon, yeah, Moonlight will catch him. He's itching for it.
Moonlight just casually blinks in, loses all of his HP. What a chat. Just like we spoke about sheer intimidation factor before, but
Yeah.
Moonlight is up there for sure.
Moonlight understands the psychological warfare involved in Dota, to be honest.
No Doom, no BKB, but still blink in, just because you can.
Yeah, exactly. Who needs to tip when you have this kind of courage, right?
True, true.
Radiant's
Let's see, Ember is gonna have his Lincoln Sphere, and that's gonna help a lot with getting caught. It's still just Ursa being dangerous,
Top tower is under attack.
because level 25 on Puck is very far away.
Fuck. Okay, this time he managed to outsmart a Jakiro. It worked out. Oh, but CDR found another kill. Bloody9 can't even come help the Puck. Kids is looking to, it seems like, cut the lane. As CDR is going for another kill. It could be Lucky once again. Lucky. He's gonna be intercepted by the Timber Saw. Up he goes. Down as well. Dead.
Feels almost too easy for Eternity. They're just finding kills everywhere. And it's not like they even have to commit smokes or multiple heroes. It's just walking somewhere, finding a hero, getting a kill, and moving on to an objective.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower.
Now they go for the Rex. This is the real objectives they were looking for the whole time. Klink's already fast pusher.
Yeah, who needs
And Moonlight
roam?
once again, the Giga Chap, but this time he did get punished by the Zeus. So that kind of worked out for them as a BKB gets activated by the Ember. CDR also, Dreamco will not be put to much use. And Stonebank just lost his Enrage. They need a little bit more damage. He's still fighting in the Macropar. Gonna die to it. As Fixers joins the fray, making sure to control his Puck. The Ice Path will do the trick, it seems like. No, he blinks away just in time. Kits, at least capable of getting one more hit in. That will set up the kill for Ray. But unfortunately, he will still die. CDR being punished by Lucky, but now Lucky has to fight against his nemesis, the Timber Saw. Luckily, Revenant's out of mana, so he has to settle for the Bane instead. As Lucky decides not to go to base, he takes the longer route home. And he might... No, they're not
he's
going to
fine.
jump for him, right? No, he's fine,
That was a nice fight for DogChamp.
Yeah, it was... Yeah, it was a good fight. The initiation by Moonlight maybe there was a little bit too chat, right?
Uh-huh. I mean, it was like they hooked themselves into the enemy base, but like,
I like that comparison. Yeah, it's apt. I feel like the evasion of the Ice Path, you can't blink within the phase shift, but right before it ends, so that's why he was able to dodge the Ice Path for the big deal. Oh no, Lucky. No, you can't kill him.
yeah, and sadly no
they avoided the
rampage for
dragon
the
tail.
first phase Timber.
I'm glad that you remark it's a first phase. Yeah, they didn't really deal with him at all, huh? They didn't really do anything against him. I guess Ursa to a degree. That's it.
The Ursa, who kind of lost the lane against Timber, which is kind of sad. And I
Yes.
don't mean like in terms of net worth, but in terms of what they wanted to achieve from the lane. Like Timber was still like 600 gold behind at the end of the laning stage, but to me that is winning.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Especially when the matchup was supposed to be like pretty good for the Ursa. But to be honest, I just feel like the support duo was so weak, your early game is doomed from the start, honestly.
Just not having a stun on your supports is such a painful thing. And you can see it happens even in pro matches. Just pick the goddamn stuns, people!
Like, Bane has a stun per se, but it's like a level 6 stun. Oh, we got the Axe on Zeus! Never mind. This game's
Game is-
being turned around, my friend.
Start of the
It's about
comeback.
to be over for them. Okay. I don't want to
Roche
fight from the
is
low
up.
ground, so
It's a pivotal
good check on the
point.
Sleight of Fist. checked the high ground with Sleight of Fist and went up to the high ground. Now the positioning, how is it going to be? BKB's activated in time by the Ember, but he's still being hurt by the Ursa, who activates Enrage a bit too early. Jakiro caught. Luki will be dying here in the Macropire, with Ray somehow still alive. Kits will die to get this kill on the enemy support, as at least Stonebank is capable of taking it out. Please do not blink back in. I know you're thinking about it. Oh, right, Ember seems juicy. Ember seems like a good kill, but it's just a bait. It's just a bait, Stonebank. Stop walking around. You're not Doom anymore. All right, he's going back.
It's space.
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah, wasted time. Fair enough.
Yeah, you see, Luki is only this low level, so he can respawn faster in time to potentially contest Roche. Because he knows he's just a blink stun, so he wants to remain low level and low farm for cheap buyback and quick respawn.
As they say, when you're farmed like a support, play like one, right? Ags on Timber Solo is going to make this game a little bit more difficult for them. That's a huge burst of damage now.
Let's see, they have a... Ooh, Zeus ulti. Zap Moonlight. Pretty good amount of damage. Oh, no, not ulti actually, just Nimbus, Aghanim's.
I love that we're just considering like, oh, that was a zap. That was a good contribution.
That's value, right?
It's like watching a golf match. Oh, Ice Path caught the Bane though. Oh, they have no Nimbus now, so they can't really answer.
Ember getting close to Aghanim's as well. It's so hard to catch him this game. Like the one saving grace would be Puck level 25. At this stage they should try to funnel all of the books to Puck. There is no bigger thing in this game than Puck hitting level 25.
Yep. That was one of the biggest nerfs he received, honestly. Like now the fact that you don't like take a lead and you don't have good experience, the BKBs will cancel you for such a long time.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, Zeus.
Or Yarn gets cut and use the Nimbus at least before he died, but that's not going to help him too much, unfortunately.
It's just gold for Revenant.
Yep. Again, I want to make it clear that it's not Yarn's fault, by the way. There's not much you can do on a Zeus. It's just the pick itself.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's mostly just a lineup problem this game for DogChamp.
Yep. Loki as well in trouble. There's the Nightmare and the double Chakram. Plus, of course, the double damage on Clinks will make it impossible for Loki to live. We have a refresher now on Doom. So Moonlight just got a little bit more Chad. Gonna go and try to fight this now. This Puck cutting lanes. Good use of the glyph. They missed the Searing Chains, or they didn't actually use them there. Can they surprise Kits? Unfortunately, there is a Clinks nearby. There are catapults though, so he couldn't quite push it entirely. And the catapults will live enough to break the backdoor protection. They draw a line on the map. Classic line of we can push down bottom.
They still have 2.5 minutes, but I feel like, yeah, they can just run up to the high ground with their 4k HP Clinks.
He went for the Burning Barrage damage as well. So not the Searing Arrows multi-shot. Better for bursting down heroes. Yeah. Nightmare Revenant, but he's not going to do much.
Fire, just walking in like this.
Oh, but they do walk in and almost burst on the Ember, but the Essence Ring helps him out a lot. The BKB as well, however, Lucky Bash will guarantee the kill. The Fiend Script, though, not successful against CDR, who still has that Aegis anyway. First Doom used is going to be against Stonebank. Second Doom against Lucky, sorry. And Moonlight is even forced to use that BKB, has the Infernal Blade, forcing everyone back to base. Everyone's scared of Moonlight. Go back for the towers, they say. The CDR will be able to take down the last set of racks here with the Clinks. Kits is trying to delay the inevitable. Kits at least trying to kill the Mega Chad Moonlight. He gets the kill finally, but the racks are gone. With a stun, CDR's in trouble. They know he has the Aegis, so Kits is going for the other people, like Revenant, like Jakiro. Jakiro would be a great kill. He gets it first. Now going for the Timber Saw. Kits doing a lot of work. Revenant, though, a little bit too tanky, but the Witchblade will finish him off. And now when CDR comes back, he's trying to kill Yarn. It's not going to be good enough, and it's going to be Yarn who gets the kill instead. Unfortunately, against Mega Crypts, a little bit too late, but there's hope still for DogChamp, who's hoping to turn this around.
It is a 7k gold swing, which is not too bad. But I feel like this lineup is gonna struggle quite a bit with defending Megas. Like Bane doesn't do anything. Zeus can be good at it if he has farm and level 25. He doesn't have farm and he also doesn't have level 25, so that's 2 prerequisites missing. Puck is not too great at defending megas without overwhelming blink, and he also doesn't have it. Well, TK has nothing. And I guess Ursa has a Battle Fury, that's nice.
Yeah, that's good actually. That's the one saving grace. And then, you know, then you have Bane, who might just die to Mega Creeps at least once.
Yeah, I feel like that is likely.
Poor Bane, once he gets Mega Creeps, he just starts sweating. He's like, what do I even do this game anymore?
I mean, the
like,
shard is good.
Yeah, if you hit him 3 times, I think, with Brain Sap, they finally die. I don't think he has the money to buy the shard, though, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's not a bloody 9 thing to do either. He is one of the least greedy supports around. At least
That's good.
in NA Division 2.
Just saying a lot. Oh. Bane, just pause. What's the question mark for? What? Okay.
That's a good question.
Is he?
Was that the pause
Is he
reason?
asking?
Okay.
Okay, interesting. Okay, I've never.
Just making sure.
Okay, interesting. I'm not sure what that's supposed to imply, but yeah, that just happened.
That's some classic North American sodium I'm detecting.
Yeah. I mean, because if you're saying that they're sliding, I guess they're implying potential cheats, right? Because they're not saying stream sniping because you wouldn't be able to slate in time. There's still a 15-minute delay. Or 5 minutes, I think, for the mainstream. But anyway, yeah, let's gloss over that. That was weird. That was a weird pause, but let's gloss over that.
Yep. It does add character to the series.
Sure. Yeah. Character. let's call it that. Yeah.
I mean, lesson 1 is in casting school is about creating storylines for the viewers, right? Well, there you have one.
The alt chat storyline. I'll be honest with you, when I first saw the question mark, I thought it was just a BM pause. I just straight up thought that was because I'm so used to SCA where they just do that. Pause, question mark, unpause. Hurricane Pike is being next in for CDR. I mean, do they wait for Roche here? Do they do the smart play, or can they actually go higher?
I mean, they can just do whatever they want.
Okay.
They don't really have a lot of objectives left, so I feel like it's likely that they're gonna wait for Roche, but if they can get a pick off, well, that's quite pleasant.
Alright, Kids dies as well.
Ooh, there come
the
the
tip. Okay, they're starting to get a little bit angry about that. Moonlight.
I mean, they kind of asked for that, right?
Yeah, they did. They totally did. I also like it because Moonlight was clearly the guy who was the one that should have tipped him the whole time, but he chose to stay silent, you know, big friendly giant, and now you angered him.
He's going for a Force Staff as well, so that's a nice Lincoln's Canceller. Ooh, did he just... Okay, that was a nice Manta dodge with the Illusion Rune.
Yeah, Loki can TP in time, I believe. Oh, the Doom to cancel it, never mind. Moonlight's having none of this. He's mad, dude. They've angered him.
In trading a Doom for like 1400 gold in terms of buyback, that's a decent trade in my book.
No, for sure, I agree. Even as refreshers, it doesn't really matter that much. And now they're like, alright, time to push some towers. They do have buybacks, but they're hoping to force them. Stonebank. Activates the overpower. There's the first buyback on the puck. They're playing this safe. Timbersaw does get caught. But without the DK, it's a little bit of a tough kill to get.
Roche is gonna be up in 5 seconds, or potentially in 5 seconds. It is going to be 2 minutes, 30 seconds, close.
Alright, is this the point where you're like, I'm not gonna wait for Roche, I'm just gonna go high ground? You at least force the buyback?
Nah, I don't...
They seem pretty comfortable.
I think they're gonna wait for Roche. Ooh.
Oh, You say as they smoke up to the high ground.
I mean, they're still gonna wait, right? There is no way
Nope.
they just run in, do they?
They go for Bloody Nine. Infernal Blade. They just run in. Bloody Nine's dead. Stonebank, though,
No
is trying to finish out the
bashes.
Clinks. And there's double 25 on Puck. That actually matter a lot. This Clinks is in trouble. However, they have doomed the Puck now. And trying to finish him off. The Nightmare will give him a couple more seconds, but unfortunately he'll die to the Doom damage regardless. As this Ember goes around. Unfortunately gets caught by an Angry Bear, punished for it. Moonlight can't do enough. We're out of Dooms as well. Rooting out the Angry Bear once again, wanting to get revenge. Stonebank will fall as he tries to kill off the Ember. Luki in the backlines. They just waste the BKB, so he's vulnerable now. Everyone's bought back. Everyone's back here. Clinks is trying to just push instead as Luki gets rooted. It's going to be a dieback for him too. Ice Bath. Sorry, he still has buyback. He's fine. Dieback was for Puck, of course, and for Ursa was on his second life now. Zeus. Okay, he just got rooted. But they're not going to kill him just yet. They're concentrating instead of the Ursa. There goes Moonlight. He wants to secure this kill on the enemy support, and he is going to get it. Yaren does have the buyback, however, as Stonebank and Luki try to lead the charge, but this Vanguard DK is getting decimated. He's down for the count. So is Stonebank, and only Yaren is left alive. Eternity wants him. Eternity doesn't have Syrian chains, though. Yaren goes back up to the fountain, hoping to survive, but he's not going to be given that luxury. DogChamp will lose game number 2. Eternity takes the series 2-0. Wow. What a first series for them, man. Coming from